Mining had a very small impact on the Ecuadorian economy back in the 1980s, contributing only 0.7% to the GDP in 1986 and employing around 7,000 people. Minerals were located in regions with little to no access, thus exploration activities were hindered. Although it was believed that Ecuador had reserves of gold, silver, copper, zinc, uranium, lead, sulfur, kaolin and limestone, the latter practically dominated the industry as it was used in local cement plants. Gold, which was largely forgotten since its early exploitation in the 16th century, regained momentum in the 1980s. Ecuador were exporting 2.4 tons per year by 1987, which was mostly discovered in the southern Sierra region, as well as the southeastern province of Zamora-Chinchipe. In 1985, Ecuador's Congress passed a new law to encourage foreign exploration and investment. Designed to simplify regulation of the industry, the legislation offered higher financial incentives and lower taxation for investors, while also establishing the Ecuadorian Institute of Minerals under the Ministry of Energy and Mines. Policies during President Rafael Correa's first 6 years in office slowed mining activity, despite his plans to develop the industry. According to the United Nations, in 2012 Ecuador received less foreign direct investment per person than any other country in Latin America. A new mining law was eventually passed by Congress on the 13th of June 2013, making Ecuador much more lucrative for foreign investors. The new law imposes an 8% ceiling on previously open-ended royalties, and streamlines the permits required. Companies won't pay windfall taxes until they have recouped their investments. Soon after the law had passed, it was reported that several indigenous groups in opposition of large-scale mining planned to take the cases to the international courts later in the year. Led by Carlos Perez, Ecuador's Confederation of Peoples of Quechua nationality had already filed a domestic lawsuit. Perez said, "Mining activity affects our ancestral territories. We will do everything to defend our land and our people. We will go to the Human Rights Commission and, if necessary, to the Inter-American Court of Human Rights, asking for protective measures." The Confederation of Indigenous Nationalities also filed a suit before the Constitutional Court asking for a law to carry out pre-legislative consultation for people that could be affected by mining. The president, Humberto Colangard, didn't rule out going to the international courts. Companies in Ecuador, Kinross Gold, following the $1.2 billion acquisition of Aurelian Resources in 2009, Canadian company Kinross Gold took on the Fruta del Norte project, which is set in the Amazon province of Zamora-Chinchipe in southern Ecuador. Described by some as one of the most exciting gold discoveries of the past 15 years, it has an estimated reserve of 6.8 million ounces of gold and 9.1 million ounces of silver. Despite the project's potential, and just days before Congress passed the new mining law, Kinross pulled out of Ecuador after a dispute over windfall tax. As a result, they took a charge of $720 million. Cornerstone Capital Resources, also based in Canada, Cornerstone Capital Resources, have been exploring in Ecuador since 2005. They currently have a portfolio of 6 mineral properties in the country, 2 of which are being fully funded by the joint venture partners. The Cascabel project in the north is being run alongside Australian company Solgol, while the Makara project in the south is being run with Newmont Ventures Limited. The wholly owned properties include Villa Maria, Canabrava, Lincrucijada and Shirey, some of which they are seeking partners for.